It started on a moonlit eve, the wind began to howl. I clutched my bag of candy tight beneath my vampire cowl. The pumpkins grinned with fiery eyes, the shadows danced with glee. But something stirred beyond the trees and crept right up to me. A zombie gang with crooked limbs came lurching down the lane. Their eyes were glazed, their moans were loud, their hunger was insane. They didn't want my brains tonight, they had a sweeter plan. They sniffed the air and saw my stash, then off they wildly ran. I bolted through the haunted park, my cape flew in the breeze. The ghouls emerged from graveyard gates with eerie ghostly wheeze. My candy bag was bouncing hard, each treat a precious prize. But zombies groaned and reached for it with greedy glowing eyes.
I ducked beneath a twisted tree, its branches clawed the sky. A ghoul swooped down with tattered wings and let out a chilling cry. The zombies sniffed around. They shuffled in with drooling grins, their feet thumped on the ground. I climbed the stairs and locked the door, my candy held up high. But ghouls phased through the walls like mist with glowing crimson eyes. I tossed a lollipop to stall, a gummy worm for bait. They paused to chew, then chased again. Cursed my sticky fate. I found a closet full of masks and slipped into disguise. A werewolf mask upon my face to trick their greedy eyes. It worked for just a moment's time, they snarled and looked confused. But then a ghoul sniffed out my sweets, my cover was refused. I dashed into the attic space, the moonlight shining through. A bat flew past with candy corn, I screamed I need that too. The zombies climbed with groaning rage, their fingers clawed the air. I threw some chocolate down the hatch, they scrambled for the fair. I tiptoed past a dusty trunk and found a secret door. It led into a tunnel dark beneath the creaking floor. I ran through webs and whispered moans, my candy bag in tow. The ghouls were close, their breath was cold, their footsteps soft and slow. I reached a crypt with glowing runes, a portal swirling wide. I jumped right in and vanished fast, the ghouls screamed from outside. I landed in a pumpkin patch, the vines alive with dread. A scarecrow turned and tipped his hat, they're coming, he just said. I ran again, my legs like lead, the candy bag now torn. The zombies burst from haystacks tall, their faces full of scorn. I tossed some taffy to the wind, a caramel to the breeze. They chased the sweets with hungry glee, I slipped behind the trees. I found a witch upon a broom, she cackled in the sky. Need help with ghouls and candy thieves, she asked as she flew by. She cast a spell of sugar fog, it swirled and made them sneeze. The zombies groaned and dropped my loot, I snatched it with great ease. But just as I began to cheer, a ghoul rose from the ground. He held a jawbreaker of doom and made a dreadful sound. I screamed and ran through cemetery gates, my candy bag now light. The ghosts emerged in swirling clouds, their moans a chilling fright. I reached my house and slammed the door, the porch light flickered red. I locked the sweets inside a chest and dove beneath my bed. The zombies scratched upon the walls, the ghouls howled at the moon. But I was safe at least for now until tomorrow's noon. So if you trick or treat tonight, beware the candy curse. The undead crave keep your treats from zombie hands on spoon.